Hey, it's Amanda Green from Living a Simple Budget Family Life, and today we are making Valentine's Day treats. I'm going to be making 3 class sets of these little lollipop biscuits on a stick with the red heart center and the white biscuit around the outside with the hundreds and thousands. And I'm also making the goodie tags, and I'll tell you a little bit more about how to do it and what to do to make these treats for your loved ones as we go along. So stay tuned, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am making heart cookies on a stick today for the kids to take to their classes next week for Valentine's Day. So I'm going to be making the batter because it takes a little bit of preparation, rolling it and freezing it, and then we will cook and present later on in the week and decorate them. So we've got some butter. This is what you're going to need. Some plain flour, icing sugar, vanilla, food colouring, eggs, and to decorate I've got Power Pop sticks, cellophane, and some sprinkles. So I will show you as we progress with the recipe how it all goes. We're going to get it to the throw it in the freezer stage first today, and yeah, I'll show you where we get with that. Yeah, but take it back and put it in with your clothes in your cupboard, please. Okay, so your first job after you've weighed everything accurately is to separate the whites and yolks of 9 eggs. Now we only use the yolks in this recipe, so keep the whites for another project, meringues or something. Okay, so next step, once everything's weighed out and your eggs are separated, is to start creaming that butter. That's a fairly lengthy process, especially considering my butter is cold, but I'll show you what we're at when we get there. Okay, so I've got my butter in here, nice and softened, creamed up. As you can see, nice and softened and creamed, and now I'm going to put my powdered sugar or my icing sugar in there and mix it all together. I'll bring you back when this is done. I don't really want a big mess everywhere, so I'm going to take my time and do it really slowly. So, because you've got sand all over your feet and hands, so as you can see, it's coming together nicely. Just got a last couple of mix moves to get that all combined. Okay, so we have our butter and our powdered sugar all creamed together. I'll try to angle you a bit so you can see that a bit better. And yeah, nice and creamy, nice and soft. Ready to add in our egg yolks. Oh. Okay. So next, I'm going to be popping my egg yolks in, and I'll just pop them all in. Just like so. And mix it all in. And I'll come back to you once that's all mixed in and I'm ready to add in the flour. So this is what we're looking like. We've got our butter and sugar in there creamed, and we've got our 9 egg yolks, and I'm just going to add in my vanilla and a pinch of salt. So a teaspoon or so of vanilla, and this is nice vanilla bean extract. So yeah, good quality vanilla if you can, and a pinch of salt.
So that's 800. I can't put it.
Okay, and last but certainly not least, I'm adding in my flour. So I've just dumped it right on top. And it's 930 grams, so nearly a kilo of flour. But like I said to you before, this is to make 3 class sets of cookies. So I'm just going to incorporate that flour into the egg and the butter and the sugar mix. And I'll come back to you when that's done and we have a little bit of a dough. Okay, so I have my dough here, ready to rock and roll. I'm going to reserve 2/3 of it as white, and then I'm going to mix 1/3 in with red food colouring and put them into the fridge to set. Okay, so what I've got here is about 1/4 of the mix. I'm going to put some red food colouring drops on it and mix away and make a red dough. Then I'm going to refrigerate it so it really firms up. Half a dozen drops or so. I want it to be fairly vibrant, so you know I just have to add in more as well, so I'll just see how it goes. So I'm going to knead that till it all mixes through. Come back to you. Oh, as you can see, it's really starting to come through. Okay, so I have my pink dough. I'm going to break it up into 4 sections and refrigerate each section until it firms up a bit. So, there's 4 sections, simple, and I'm going to refrigerate it now. Okay, so as you can see, I've got some cling film on the bench. My pink cookie dough has been sort of sitting in the fridge for a couple of minutes, freezer I should say, and it just cooled down a smidge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it out into a sausage. I'm going to keep it sort of fairly consistent sort of shape. Move it over onto the cling film and roll it up. I'm going to squish it down so it forms like an oval, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this directly in half and form sort of like 2 crescent sort of shapes to stick together to make a heart, and that's going to be the inside of the cookie. So I'll show you once that's really set and hard. Okay, so all you do, straight down the centre cut it. On one of the bumpy sides, I rub a bit of egg white. I sit my 2 rounded sides together, like so. With a little bit of the white dough, I roll a sausage. I fill the gap, and I really press down to make sure it's in that gap. And then I flip it over, egg white again, and I just pinch those 2 end bits together. I'll try down here so you can see. Pinch those 2 bits together and really hold down the bottom as well. So pinch and hold. I'll try to pinch and hold, pinch, hold, pinch. It's hard to see. Maybe I'll change over. So I'm pinching all the way along, and then you go around and you push underneath there as well. So pinch, 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 push, 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 flip it over, and you've got your heart. I'll do a little bit of a cross section for you, and it's a little bit misshapen, but in the middle of a cookie that's going to look really cute. Okay, so now I've got my roll, and what I'm going to do is again make little sausages and go the whole way around my biscuit. Around. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to take my roll. I'm going to roly-poly it in hundreds and thousands. So as you can see, they have set up in my freezer, ready to chop up and bake, and cellophane wrap and paddle pop stick for the kids for Valentine's Day. I'm hoping to get 15 sort of finger size thick ones from each one. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh, no point saying that. I'll bring you back and show you the end result. But there they are. Okay, so we have the cookie and it's been in the fridge for a bit to set, and I'm just going to literally trim off the end, and you'll see that we get the sweetest little love heart shape. And if I make each cookie sort of like a centimetre or so in diameter, there is enough room there to stab it with a popsicle stick. And yeah, I'll show you that step too. Okay, so I'm just going to gently insert the popsicle stick into the cookie, and I try to make it sort of reasonably centered down the base and right actually through into the cookie as well, just to give some substance to what the handle is holding onto. And then I'm going to place it in my baking dish and bake it in the oven. And I'm going to bake this little bit for me. Okay, so once they come out of the oven, they look like these really cute lollipop biscuits. And yeah, I'm super excited how they turned out. I'm super excited for the kids to take them on Valentine's and share them with their friends. So now I've just got to cook off the class sets, but I wanted to do one for you and package it up and show you what they were going to look like. So I found a free printable on the internet, and I've just made some little goodie tags for the lollipop or the heart lollipop sticks, and I've literally just cut out the free printable and stuck it on some red sort of cardstock, and I'm going to tie it all up and put it together. And here is the end product we're giving to our friends. Mummy made this one for Daddy as a little bit of a sampler. I just used the ribbon and the coloured card that we had, so ideally, you know, it might be nicer with some love heart ribbon, or, you know, in a different coloured cardstock, but it's a budget gift and I didn't want to be spending any money on anything, so I had everything here except for the cellophane baggies and the lollipop sticks. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope we've inspired you to make something really special to treat your loved ones this Valentine's Day.